This is Exleys on the NFL unfiltered. UK style, let's get into it.
It's Exleys on the NFL. I'm Tony, and that over there is Stephen. I haven't had to do that for a little bit. We haven't done that one, have we?
No.
Do you want to go with the top stories so far? Just broke like
10 minutes ago before we started recording. It's
Yeah.
literally the freshest thing. Micah Parsons stated that he wants to leave the Cowboys.
I
I mean,
think
that's massive.
I think we all seen that was coming.
I mean, anyone outside of the Cowboys, I think, could see that was coming. Just the way Jerry's been running the team the last couple of years, especially this season. I mean, he paid a bloody tight end over Micah. Paid a guard over Micah. You know, the people he is paying instead of paying Micah just led me seeing that one coming from a mile away.
Where do you think he'll land now?
Well, I mean, that depends how petty he wants to be. I mean, if you want to be really petty, you go to Philadelphia, you go to the Giants, you go to Commanders. Do you know what I mean? So you can piss on them twice a year.
Yeah.
You want to be on a good team, you go to Commanders or the Eagles. I would personally find it hilarious if you went to the Eagles.
Another Cowboys player going over to the Eagles, that would be fun.
Well, not just that. He is one of, if not top 5 pass rusher in the league, isn't he? There's no other way of looking at that. If the Eagles got that on top of all the players that are already coming up, it would be ridiculous. But at the same time, I don't think he's going to go to the Eagles because I don't think they want to pay.
They don't want to pay. No, not at all.
I mean, not with everyone we've already got coming through that's younger.
Yeah.
It would be pointless, but I could see him going to the Commanders.
Commanders could do with another pass rusher that is solid. Yeah, it could end up at the Giants.
But if you don't want to be petty and you just after that bag, you go to whoever's willing to pay you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. While we are talking about new news, Amari Cooper, after 9 NFL seasons, former Bills, Browns, Cowboys, and Raiders wide receiver, is retiring. Did you know that? I literally just seen it.
I didn't know it come up or anything. My phone's kind of on silent right now, so I haven't seen that. But I thought that might be happening. He's been a free agent for far too long. He's good. Don't get me wrong. He is a good player. But the problem is these wide receivers and that want the big bag.
Yeah.
They want that 30+ million the elite receivers are getting when they're aging out.
Yeah, 9 seasons is a long time.
Yeah, I mean, when you're nearly 30, I mean, you know, how old is he? 28, 29?
Yeah, he's something like that.
So,
he's not old, but in the terms of 9 seasons.
Yeah, but also you got to think, even if he's 29, takes a 3-year deal, he's going to be 32. So you can, and the trouble is, especially at the moment, there's a lot of up and coming talents coming through. So I can see why not a lot of teams want to pay the big money, but I do kind of feel bad for him going out that way.
Yeah, same as that. You've got a big one about the NC.
Yeah. I mean, it's not
mad.
NFL, but this is quite mad. He shouldn't be getting involved in this, really. Donald Trump signed an executive order to stop college athletes from being treated as professionals. He wants to preserve college sports opportunities. I mean, it's politics in football. Never seems to end well.
No.
I can see where he's coming from, and I do think the NCAA have let the NIL stuff get out of hand.
Yeah.
You know, because they're getting paid more in college than they would get in the NFL.
Yeah, it is bad. He's saying they shouldn't be treated as like professionals. They are professionals.
Yeah, they are. I get where he's coming from. I think what he's trying to say is they shouldn't be treated the same as like the NFL guys.
Yeah, probably.
And I understand that to a degree. I just think the NIL stuff's got way out of hand.
Yeah.
I think there should be a limit to it. Maybe they work it better per school. So if you're in one of the bigger schools, you get a bit of a better deal, whatever. But there needs to be more of a limit. I mean, if you're taking a pay cut to go to the NFL,
yeah, it's not right, really, is it?
Nuts.
Yeah, it's swings and roundabouts. Every time we say anything about the NCAA, we get negative comments about they are professionals, blah, blah, blah. When you go to college, you shouldn't be earning more. I've said this multiple times. You shouldn't be earning more than when you go into the NFL.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, they're not. I'm not saying they're not professional guys, you know, and they would whoop the ass off any of us 100 times. But you shouldn't be taking a pay cut to join what is considered the top of your sport.
Who was it that just went back to college? because he didn't get the contract he wanted.
Ah,
Do you remember that one? He was a Browns or Bears.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was.
He declined his position and he's gone back to college so he can re-enter the draft next year. He didn't get the number he wanted because he's earning more money in the NCAA. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you shouldn't be. At the end of the day, you shouldn't be taking a pay cut to join the NFL. The NFL is where you should be making the big money. Like it's the top of American football. It shouldn't be a case of you got to take a pay cut to go into it.
Oh, we could talk about this for hours because it's fucking weird.
It's just nuts.
It is nuts. So the Cowboys, bad news. Guard Rob Jones, who'd be running for the starters in camp, broke a bone in his fucking neck. He's out for 2 to 3 months. Broke a bone in his neck at training camp.
But I think the most nuts bit about this little story is they believe he's only going to be out 2 to 3 months with a broken bone in his neck.
Superhuman friggin' healing or something.
So, I mean, the treatment these NFL guys get and the recovery they get it's not for us mere mortals.
No, man, if I broke a bone in my neck, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be tackling again and shit in 2 to 3 months.
You'd still be waiting to get in the NHS for 6 months.
Yeah, I would have been seen by now. I would have been fucking... My neck would be like hanging off or something.
I mean, you'd be sat there going, yeah, I'll see you in a week, doc. That's a big blow, really. I mean, especially with the Micah news now.
Definitely.
But, I mean, it's another injury is the Bucs rookie edge rusher, David Walker, tore his ACL. He's out for the year. I mean, that's tough for anyone, but trying to make a name in the start of your career and you tear your ACL, it's never good. I mean, look at JJ McCarthy. Same thing for him. And he's like, everyone's still going off his college stuff because you can't grade him on the NFL.
And you're looking at this training camp. He hasn't even stepped on the big field yet.
Yeah. You know, he hasn't played a game. He hasn't even played preseason.
It's crazy.
So it's going to be bad. Hopefully he can come back. I'm not necessarily saying in time for playoffs or anything like that, but at least hopefully he can come back and start making a name for himself so that next year he's ready to go.
Yeah.
I think the Bucs are going to need someone in the next season or two.
Yeah.
When Mike Evans finally decides to hang it up.
If Mike Evans decides to hang it up ever.
I mean, he's going on his 10th season on 1,000 straight yards, so...
Yeah, exactly. Green Bay Packers are making noise, not just on the field, but in the locker room. They just dropped their 1923 classic throwback uniform, leather look helmet, and I like the whole look of that whole outfit, if you like, the whole uniform. The helmet is sick. The jersey is... Yeah,
I've seen that. That jersey just looks amazing.
The amount of times I've looked at it.
The helmet's nice. I like it, but something don't quite seem right about the way it's painted. It seems a little strange.
They're all individually hand painted. They're not.
Maybe that's what it is.
They're not stickers or whatever. I watched someone painting them.
Maybe that's what it is.
A lot of Packers fans.
I'm not saying it looks bad. I'm just saying it seems a bit strange.
It looks odd. It is odd looking.
Yeah, I think it's because they painted it onto the new helmet. It's not the original shape, is it? It's it's because it's the old style. When you think of the old ones, they're almost like a bowl. Yeah, I think that's what looks weird about it is the fact that it's in the shape of a new helmet. That's what looks strange.
I'm sure in college last year, a team done a similar thing.
I have seen somebody else has done it. I can't remember who it was.
I really like the jersey.
Jersey is amazing, I will say.
The price of it does not make me think, fuck, I really want that. I really want that jersey, but I cannot justify 110 quid plus shipping.
Yeah,
for a jersey.
I mean, the shipping alone is probably going to be another $30 from America, you know. So it's probably by the time you've got it, it's probably going to be 140 quid.
It's madness. They reported an 83.7 million operating profit last year. That's what 9 home games and TV money gets you. And I also heard that they sold more alcohol in one day than they did at the draft, than they did in the whole weekend at Detroit and the whole weekend at the year before that. I can't remember where that was. Only one fight.
That's impressive. I find it strange. Yes, you do get some rowdy fans in the NFL and what have you, and you do get some that go off at each other. There's not as many fights and like fans causing as much ruckus as there is for like football games we call, or the Americans would call soccer games.
That's all brutal fights for sack.
But the Dolphins are in bad shape. Yeah, they signed O-lineman Dan Brunskill, waived QB Brett Gaver, Liam Eichenberg, and Darren Waller have hit the PUP list. They've got safety. I'm not even sure how to pronounce this.
Ifetu Mendeluwu
On the NFI, and Bayron Matos airlifted from practice. He's apparently stable. He is going to recover, and there's no critical issue, so to speak. But he's stable. And then they've got cornerback Artie Burns is feared to have torn his ACL. Like that's not good for a team that has been struggling to even make the playoffs. QB's also got like 4 or 5 concussions on his belt.
And the Dolphins say fins up. I think you need to put more than your fins up, guys.
They need they need a lot of prayers this season. They need prayers. They need the Pope. They need a bit of everything. It's definitely prayer season for them. I think this season is going to be a make or break. I don't know if it will be Mike McDaniels on the block, Tua on the block, but I think somebody's on the block this season.
Well, if Tua doesn't perform this season, it's possibly going to be not with the Dolphins next season, I'd say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's someone in that leadership that's on the blocks this year.
Yeah. But anyway, Marcus Quay Walker is off the PUP and should be good to fucking go, which is
good news for you.
Good.
Guys.
It's good. It's good news for us. It's good news for us.
What position's he?
Don't fucking ask me that.
I feel like he's a linebacker.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I've heard his name before.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, linebacker. I thought so.
That's why I said don't fucking ask me that. I do know that.
I was like, I'm sure he's a linebacker, but because I think the linebacker position at the moment is quite key for a lot of teams.
Yeah, I wanted to get a Walker jersey, but then I ended up getting a Kraft one. I was torn between Tucker Kraft, Quay Walker. I was like, do I get another Jair Alexander one?
It's probably good that we didn't get that one.
Yeah, I have got an Alexander one.
Yeah, but I mean, not another one over somebody else that's still on the team.
I know. I never know which jersey to get when I'm not going to be getting another one for a long time now. So when I got my Kraft one, I didn't want to get another Love one. But I was like, should I get a Quay Walker one? Should I get a Jair Alexander one? A Josh Jacobs one? I obviously settled with Tucker Kraft because he's a beast.
Yeah, I got Saquon, and I'm glad I did because, I mean, took him for 3 years, extended him for another 2, so he's not going anywhere for a while.
Oh, mate, I just noticed the Justin Fields.
Yeah, that's the next one. I mean, he got a dislocated toe in practice after being stepped on by, it's believed to have been an O-lineman. It's not really been reported who it was, but it's believed it was an O-lineman that stepped on his toe. There's no fracture. It was not a big toe. He has since come back on the field and has been playing.
I'm just trying to think. Have I ever heard of anyone dislocating a toe before?
I know it's a random one.
I've heard of fingers being dislocated, obviously, like shoulders and.
Yeah, I've popped my shoulder a few times.
I've never heard of anyone dislocating a fucking toe. That's absolutely fucking crazy. Anyway, back to the media side. Colin Cowherd said that wide receivers are drama magnets, and he'd rather build around tight ends. He's not wrong. Patriots are Gronk, Chiefs are Kelsey. Big wins, big plays, no drama. I agree. Wide receivers are fucking babies.
I do agree with that to a certain degree.
If you know of a wide receiver that is not a crybaby, threatened to leave their team, stormed off the field or whatever, put it in the comments below. Yeah. Prove me fucking wrong. Prove me that wide receivers are not babies.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them have just not had the targets they wanted or something and just gone off in the media about it. You know, it's, of all the places to do it, that's not the one.
Tyreek Hill. I'm leaving. Show him out the door. We didn't go anywhere.
What's happened since?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Hey, I would not be surprised if he went back to calling back to the Chiefs. That would be funny.
Most of the drama you see from the NFL is wide receivers.
Yeah. And it's usually them doing something dumb as well, not just on the field, off the field.
Yeah, exactly my point. Car crashes, shit like that. They're all wide receivers. Yeah. When I played flag, I really wanted to be a wide receiver. And then I was like, Why the fuck would I want to run all the time?
Yeah.
I'm just going to play cornerback. It's so much fucking easier.
I would rather play running back, I think. I mean, there's a lot of running, but it's more you just get to run into people. Wide receiver, you got to try and dodge everybody. Running back, you just got to run in a straight line pretty much. Get from here to here. How you can.
Playing offense is harder.
Yeah.
You've got to think faster. Defense is a little bit easier, I found, because they've already got the ball. Yeah, you're not you've got to react to what's already happened. So you need to stop him getting from there to there. That's easy. Not when you're a wide receiver, you need to get from there to there and go through all them.
Everybody.
Yeah. Anyway, you have some new.
Terry McLaurin's heating up. He held out of camp and everything for a new contract. Now he's in camp, supposedly injured. I don't know how true it is. They reckon it's some sort of ankle injury that he's been dealing with since last season, which I find weird because it's not been reported the whole time until now.
Yeah.
But because he's come back, he's now avoiding fines. But now all this has happened. He's come back, he's now requested a trade because he's got no contract that he wants. He wants to be in that top tier money, 30 million plus.
Yeah.
And I get for the Commanders, he has been great, but he's like 30. So again, it's that aging receiver looking for a big. He wants 3 or 4 years, 30 million plus a year.
It's
not
going
to got a lot of younger talent coming up. Do you really want to pay an aging wide receiver?
Yeah, it's what we were talking about before, but I was just sitting thinking about it. Like, you need to pay. I think on the flip side of it, I think you need to pay them the money to keep them in to mentor the youngers. I don't know.
This is the thing, and I can see their issue with it. It's a team basis. It's a decision per team, per player. It's not just going to be a blanket. He's 29. We say no to big money, or 29. We say yes to big money. It's going to be how good does that player fit with the rest of our team. Yeah. I can see McLaurin getting the contract in the end. I don't know if his skills put him in the realms of Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But he fits with their scheme. He was one of, if not the most targeted receiver by Daniels last season. And he seems to be helping everybody else out. He seems to be quite a vet, helping the younger guys, not just saying everything's for me. You know, I've not seen loads of stories about him creating drama.
No,
contract situation.
Yeah, he seems to be an all-round kind of.
He seems to be quite the leader. So he might be worth them paying 3 years, 31 million a year. He's been pretty consistent. I think he's had like 4 1,000-yard seasons in a row or something.
That's pretty good.
So he's been pretty consistent. He seems to be a good leader. Seems to be a good fit for the team. I almost think it's a no-brainer myself.
Yeah, I agree. But he's got to hold out and see what happens. Next up, Eagles wide receiver Terrence Marshall Jr., who was lighting up at camp, had to be helped off with a leg injury. He was pushing for wide receiver 3 spot. Could derail the momentum.
Yeah, he was fighting for wide receiver 3, especially with this. I don't think it's his because Jahan Dotson did pretty well as number 3 last season. He came to us right before preseason, so he missed out training camp and everything. So this offseason, he spent time working with Jalen, building rapport, building trust, stuff like that. And he had a hell of a catch in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Had his first touchdown with the Eagles in, I think it was a divisional round. So he started building momentum as wide receiver 3 at the end of the season. He's been working on it throughout the off-season with them. Yeah. He's now in camp. I don't know out of the 2 which is the better receiver, but I know it would have been very hard for him to push that as his complete job to get through. So I think this is definitely going to be a setback for him.
Yeah, 100%. It could make or break it for him, really, couldn't it?
If he gets back and it's not a serious leg injury, I think he'll be the go-to backup. Say AJ goes out, say Devontae goes out, they could push the line up. Devontae becomes 1, Jahan becomes 2, he becomes 3, or something like that.
Yeah, well, only time will tell as the season is nearly here. Right, jumping into the trading block quick fire round. You got it this week.
So let's rattle through some of the transactions. Bengals finally signed Jayden Shemar Stewart, 4 years, 18.9 mil. Pretty good for a rookie.
I was just about to say, it's not bad money. It's not bad money.
Browns claimed D-end KJ Henry. Niners sign wide receiver Equanimus.
That's
I believe that's how it's said.
I'm a Ross St. Brown's brother, isn't it?
Yeah. Saints bring in safety Julian Blackman after Honey Badger retires. Raiders cut defensive tackle Christian Wilkins after 1 year of a 4-year, $110 million deal. I don't think it's him. I think it's like his PR team, his management team, whatever, filed a grievance over 35.25 in guarantees being apparently held back. So the whole thing, apparently there's some behind the scenes stuff to go with that as to why he's been let go. But it's not been come out as to what. Titans sign veteran edge rusher Jihad Ward. I did wonder where he'd end up.
Yeah.
And Dolphins pick up cornerback Mike Hilton on a 1-year deal. After their cornerback trouble, I knew they were taking somebody soon.
Yeah, same.
So contracts
and extensions. Jake Ferguson is locked in for the Cowboys. 4 years, $52 million with $30 million guaranteed and a $12 million signing bonus. That's a clean deal for a rising tight end. That is really good money.
Yeah, for a tight end, that is banging. Like
that is really good money.
He's good, and don't get me wrong. When at the start of the podcast I said about them paying him over Mike and that, it wasn't a dig at Jake Ferguson. He's a pretty good a pretty good tight end. I think one of the media outlets ranked him just outside the top 10 as an up and coming guy in that.
To be ranked outside the top 10 and playing for the Cowboys is
so
like personal records.
Deal worth it for him, and it's a good deal for him.
Yeah, it's a really good deal for any tight end, I think.
Yeah. But back to the Raiders and the Wilkins mess. So this is the thing. I've heard he's refusing surgery. He had an injury and he was supposed to. The team recommended he goes for a surgery like the end of their season, beginning of off season or something. Right. He's apparently been refusing. They've also got ongoing disputes about money, 30-odd million, and now there's legal teams involved in it. So there's clearly more to him just being cut. There's also a story going around, I don't know how true this is, rumoured that he kissed a teammate on the head, like playfully, like loads of teammates have done.
Yeah.
But apparently the teammate took offence to it and put a grievance in against them, took it to like their HR. So the whole thing from front office to locker room just seems like a shit show. Now, how much of that's on him and how much of that's on the team, I don't know. But that's just what I've heard from, obviously, the rumour mill of the media.
Yeah. I don't think we should deep dive into that because
anything could be happening with that behind the scenes. We don't know on that one. I can't find any concrete proof on some of these rumours. So it's just going to be a rumour mill.
Yeah, it's a bit of a dodgy thing to be kind of. Do you know what I mean? They're top games. We have a top game this week, the Hall of Fame game.
It was on, yeah.
Chargers battered the Lions 34-7. The Bolts were up by 14 in the first. They were 14-0 early thanks to 3 first-half takeaways and coasted from there.
Yeah, I mean, it's preseason, but the Chargers are looking pretty good.
Yeah,
their backup squad. I would hate to see their fucking good. They're good.
If that's their backup squad and then they're like their first team plays shitter than that, put the backups in.
But I also think this probably isn't just an all backup team. It's probably also the rookies and stuff getting a chance to see how everybody plays. But it was a pretty good showing by their defense.
It was really good. The Lions fumbled the kick-off return.
Yeah, the kick-off return straight away fumbled that.
I don't know how many
into their own teammate.
Picks there were in that game.
Mate, I saw 3. I know for a fact. 2 of which were straight up picks, but I saw one nearer to the end where it wasn't exactly a clean pick. The intended receiver got the balls in his arms before he could secure it.
It was just sort of snatched out of his hands, wasn't it? Yeah, I've seen that. I don't care.
That's ball security. That
is rule 101. Yeah. Rule numero uno.
Your job is to catch the ball and run. Mm-hmm. Your number one job is to secure said ball before you try and run.
Yeah. That could have been the shittest game in the world. I don't care. There was football.
Yeah. But I do remember because I got a notification from my calendar about something else today and I checked my calendar. preseason starts very soon.
Yes, it is very
The
soon.
Eagles' first one is the 8th of August.
Yes, next
There will be
Friday.
games- I think they're some games are next Thursday for some preseasons.
I'm pretty sure.
So not next week's podcast, but the one after, we'll have some games to talk about.
Noise, vanilla ice. And that is it for us this week. We have nothing else to talk about.
No, not really. I mean, no other games, and not much else has happened outside.
No
of that.
rumor mill this week. No player.
Contracts and
Everything
injuries.
is done. So that was us. That was Exleys on the NFL. You can follow us on Instagram. TikTok is Tony, and then on Twitter, Tony and Scooby is right. I'm right. Yes, that is on Twitter or X or whatever you call it. But that's it from us. We will see you next week. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to Exleys on the NFL. Follow us on Instagram at Exleys NFL Podcast and TikTok at Tony Exley 12. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.